to the Chase Podcast, guys. We are back with another episode. Thank you again for tuning in. So happy to be here. Very special week. It's Thanksgiving week. So I would say this is a Thanksgiving episode to a degree. But if not, and if you listen to this at a later time or earlier time, enjoy that as well. I'm back with another episode. I'm here at Beacon Street Studios. Please, guys, subscribe, like, and share the podcast. We are growing. That's always good. We are always growing. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, guys. And if you like it, that'd be great. Lots to talk about. First, I'm just going to get right into it, man. I don't know what's going on with these young people these days, but they're out here eating ass.
It's insane.
They're out here eating ass.
I'm not being introduced today. We're on a tight deadline, so I'm just jumping right in.
Nick,
I could not believe this. Chase comes in. First of all, I'm on the phone doing business.
Nice to see you, by the way.
It's nice to see you. You're looking good.
We're fired up.
We are fired up, but we're afraid of my wife, so we're keeping it down.
Nicky Neighborhoods. Nicky Neighborhoods forgot that at times that I'm black and my voice carries. And I don't know what I said that was like loud, but you were just like, wait, whoa.
I was like, keep it down a little. Yo, you were laughing at my response to Chase is back on the apps, everyone. So, happy holidays,
dude. You're
back on the apps.
You read my message.
You're looking lean. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're really slimming out.
As you said that, I sucked in my stomach and tightened up my biceps.
Yeah. Yep. And clearly you're out to get taken care of. How do you feel about that?
Well, this is the thing. I'm a very I consider myself very user friendly.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
I learned that in Q Basic in ninth grade computer programming, and I've always used that since. I don't know if it fits.
No, I've noticed that you sometimes say things that I could tell you don't necessarily know, but you do kind of like a Tetris, where you just keep rotating the block to see if it fits. Except with you, it's on a block. It's just like
first of all,
like jargon.
First of all, that deserves an applause. I have never met anybody that broke it down that way.
Yeah.
And that makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's like, I can tell it's not a bad thing. I mean, it could be a bad thing. It could be something where you need to address in the near future, but
sure.
I think we're in a safe space. I'll tell you what was not misconstrued. That message that you showed me.
Wasn't that pretty interesting? So just to kind of give some context to what we're talking about, guys, I came into the Beacon Street Studios so fired up to do the podcast this week. And I'm just going through, I know I have some apps on my phone that I kind of play with here and there, a little bit of Tinder, a little bit of whatever, a little Bumble, just to kind of see what's out there. I'm not really out in the apps, really, but I like to see what's out there sometimes, have a little fun. And I got a response by someone who sent me a message that Nicky Neighborhoods, I feel like, I don't know. What do you think about it?
I just think that, I don't know. I don't understand how, when
do you want to read the message itself and read it I'll read it from the point where it says hi.
Okay. Oh man, I so badly want to read the username because it's so good. I won't.
Please don't.
But
yes.
Yes, it's very good. Chase, hi. That's not how we would say it. Chase, hi.
Yeah.
This person, I need to see you. Chase, this week, not around. Going to Arizona for Thanksgiving Wednesday. Do you not want me to read that out?
No, that's fine because that's a total lie.
Okay.
I don't know no one in Arizona.
Is it fucked up that I thought, like, does Chase know anyone in Arizona?
I don't know nobody in Arizona.
I was like, I don't think Chase has ever been to Arizona.
I just led with a lie.
This week, not around, going to Arizona for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is 2 words. Wednesday night. Okay. Would you let me lick your ass? Just a question. Not for everyone, but you're clean enough for me. And then there's, okay. Tongue out emoji, heart eyes emoji. LOL. She then followed it up with LOL afterwards. Chase playing it cool. Winky face emoji. LOL. Followed by her. LOL. That's a yeah? Question mark.
Oh, she responded back?
Just a lick, though. LOL. We're all laughing out loud here.
What's going on?
Seems to be
What is going on?
a lot of laughing out loud. Here's what I respect. I think is this someone that you've been with before? Is this someone that you're familiar with in that way?
Not in that way.
Okay.
Not in that way.
Because I think it's important.
In a way, but not in that way.
But I do think it's important to say if you're going to do that, what she's describing, you need to prepare ahead of time.
Okay.
That's not a spur of the moment thing
No.
that girls should do to guys.
I think women are very, very calculated when they want to be freaky.
Sure.
And I think she threw it out there for me to prepare myself.
Yeah.
So, first of all, we kind of skipped one big thing here. I'm a clean individual.
Sure.
She said that. I'm very clean. I'm up
Yeah.
on my hygiene.
Okay.
I didn't respond right away. I left it for 24 hours,
Oh,
by the way.
okay.
So I left her on, standby.
Interesting.
It caught me off guard. I didn't know, because this is the thing. If I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm straight, it doesn't stop her from not still implying that she wants to do it.
It's interesting because she said just that, though.
Right.
Which is not like a just that sort of thing. That's the only thing.
You never just go from licking ass going to bed.
No. But you never, it's not like,
It's like, I'm just going to lick your ass and we're just going to go watch,
Yeah. I'm just going to buy you a house, but that's it, though. I'm sorry, what?
What?
That's not a just that, though sort of thing. I'll give you a ride to the game, but just that. I'm not going to the game with you. Okay, that's a just that, though.
All right. Well, can I share you something prior she sent me too?
This is great.
Yeah, there's
Remind me to never text you anything private.
I'm trying to find the message that she sent to me that was well, we don't have to go down that road. But
What did it consist of? What was the gist of it?
basically, well, prior to this message of she wanted to eat my ass, she also sent me a message stating like, can I lick your balls from the back?
Oh, okay. That's fun.
I don't know if my freakiness level is up to the par with that.
No, I don't do any of that stuff. I'm not the one I'm not the receiver of any of that stuff.
But this is my question though. If you're not, this is my question, right? If someone comes to you and says those type of things, they're asking, they're asking.
Sure.
I don't, how do you, I mean, I guess you can't get mad at them for asking, but if you don't know how to respond, I feel like it's even worse.
Mm-hmm. Well,
because if you get kind of weird, you're like, I don't know. It's like,
I mean, if you like it, then you say yes. But if you don't like it, then you say no.
Okay.
I think that's how it is now.
All right.
I don't think there's anything taboo anymore.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's eating ass these days.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. There's just ass eating, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at her for asking. I'm very actually, I want to thank her.
I think there's...
Because my ass, I mean, it's not the best. There's other ones out there.
I don't know anyone in my social circle that would accept that offer willingly. That's like manslaughter. Letting someone do that to you if you're built.
Listen, not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But there's people out there in the world that are very, very they like to take it as far as they can, I guess, in the bedroom.
They really push it to the limit.
They really push it to the limit.
In the words of Rick Ross. Via circa 2008.
I wish we had that up right now. That would have been so awesome to play. But yeah, sorry to lead in with that, guys.
No, it's great.
I just had to get it off because there's, it's just interesting. Right before Thanksgiving. I should be thankful though, right? That someone wants to.
Yeah.
Because at some point in my age, no one wants to. No one will ever want to. No one will ever want to probably touch
What
me.
age does that happen at?
I think it's different for different groups of people. I think it's different. Like, I think it depends on, like, for me, I think, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to look pretty okay when I'm older. So,
Oh, it depends on how you look.
I mean, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I guess when it comes to ass eating, it doesn't matter, right? Because you're not really looking at their face.
That's the thing. I think you kind of look at someone's skin type, like how clean their skin is.
She did mention I was clean.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it has anything to do with. I think it has to do with skin clarity.
Which I have.
And obviously, are you a hairy person?
No.
No. You lucked out there.
No, I'm not hairy at all.
Yeah, you lucked out there.
I got some hair, but I'm not like...
Not like I am.
Yeah. No.
Middle Eastern man, Eastern European, it's...
No. It's tough. Your ass is not getting eaten anytime soon.
It is not. Yeah, no.
Sorry. Should be thankful for that. But nonetheless, sorry again to lead in with that. Again, back at it on this episode where, I came into the studio very, 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 very happy. But then I caught about 5 or 10 minutes of Nicky Neighborhoods doing a little conference call, which I enjoy because, watching Nicky pretend that he gives a fuck about things that he doesn't want to do is the most thrilling thing that I look forward to every week, because his words are saying one thing on the phone, but his eyes are doing another.
Just completely dead.
The whole corporate talk. You got the corporate talk pretty down pat.
Yeah.
I
could give a seminar on, because, sorry, I'm putting on a sweatshirt that suits me.
Oh, get hot. Let's go. Love it. Get comfortable. This is where you get loose.
Well, look, I think when people hear corporate jargon is one thing. Corporate talk, if you're looking to like actually get stuff done, is somewhat different.
It's different, right?
Corporate jargon is like you're using words that don't mean any, that they're very ambiguous. They don't mean anything. We're gonna circle back on that, Chase. We're gonna yeah, Chase, you're a good partner, on this deal. But I don't know how much value we're gonna be able to see together. So why don't we do this? Why don't I circle back with you in a little bit? No one knows what was said. No one understands. Yeah.
Nothing.
I use some of those words, but I do it in a more direct way.
You're doing a direct way. I like how you do it.
I'm very direct, and it's like, look, we're not using you for this thing. We're not working. We don't need services for this. But I'd love to continue the relationship and introduce myself for if and when we do engage your services.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I just can't. But good for you though that you've mastered a certain thing. Good for you.
You have to be really direct, intentional, and you have to be squarely in the middle of everything from an emotional standpoint.
Well,
you can't go like, "Man, that kid that I spoke with, what a nice guy." And you also can't be like, "Man, what a prick that person was." You have to be like, "I don't really know. I don't dislike him, but I don't know if I like him."
Yeah, see, that's where I
don't know where he stands.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, this is where you kind of differ a little bit, where I just will always say that if someone's a piece of shit, I'll just say they're a piece of shit. But
you might need them though. But here's the thing: you might need someone, and you have to. That's part of playing the game.
I know. Oh well, trust me, I'm one of the greats at it.
Are you?
Yeah, trust me.
I think in the past maybe, but you don't seem like someone who would put up with a lot right now. You don't seem like you don't seem like someone that would hold your tongue from a personal perspective, maybe. Professionally,
yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Personally, no. Professionally, I have to kind of like hold it back a little bit, but I still do it though.
And I mean that.
I still do it though.
I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
Because the game is not the game. It takes
I
years off your life.
I play the game.
Yeah.
I played the game for many years.
Yeah.
I play the game. I got into many levels by playing the game.
I could tell. You were someone who I could tell definitely, if not now still, but for sure knows how to move through a room and make people think something that maybe is not necessarily the whole story. If that makes sense.
I don't give them more than what they don't need to know.
Yeah, exactly. So that's okay. So you do that.
I don't give them more than what they need to know, but I give them enough for them to come back.
Yeah.
So but there's people who kind of do they don't know how to do it right. Some people they overly give too much information where the person's like, well, this is way too much. I didn't ask for all this.
Like like this person on the app. Let's use that as an example.
Kind of wanted to leave that, but we'll go back.
I'm just saying.
I'm ready. I washed.
She's
ready, apparently.
She's definitely ready. You know that she's ready.
Her
leverage is somewhat diminished by that.
She's going to get a little pushy too, Nick, because she asked me twice now. She put 2 question marks.
Yeah, she wants to know.
All right. Women want to know. Man, this is what we deal with.
You're back on the apps.
A little bit, not too much.
What's it like on there?
Terrible. People, I hate. It's not my way of communicating with people or meeting people. Not by any means.
No.
It's not my natural It's not my natural order.
You're a face-to-face guy.
I'm a face-to-face guy.
Yeah.
I'm let's get a drink, let's talk, and I'll know within 5 minutes if you're a person I want to continue to talk to you.
What are the top 3 things that you look for when you're having a conversation with a woman to like identify if this is going to continue or if this is going to be an early night?
If she asks questions.
Okay. Active listener.
Listening. Yeah. Eye contact.
Okay.
And just subtlety in casualness and being casual. So, yeah.
Not like loud and overstated.
Not loud.
Okay.
Not really loud.
Okay.
Not really want to be the center of attention.
I don't think that
kind
tracks
of just being
well
present,
with a comedian. Yeah.
Being present in the moment. Being present in the moment. Dude, I've been on a lot of dates, dog.
Yeah.
I'm not Idris Elba, but
you say to this, like you said that to me like you were unveiling like new information.
Like a secret, right? Like
I don't know if I'm not.
Yeah, the way I said it was kind of like
Idris Elba,
Yeah, the way I said it was a little kind of too confident, as if I was like revealing a new Iron Man by Tony Stark. Like,
well, I think you should be confident. Here's why. I think you,
as he put on a Rolex,
you're physically.
Don't put fucking a Rolex in front of my face.
You're physically. This is not a Rolex. You're physically looking better.
Casio.
You're physically ready.
Yeah.
And mentally,
we're starting to.
Let's go. Open it up, and you're getting offers.
Apparently, someone else wants to open me up.
That's a strong offer, as we would say in the corporate world. That's a strong offer.
I'm trying to lower my opening upness. People trying to open me up.
Yeah, clearly. You know how they say you're going to make money on the back end?
Oh.
This has got a lot of back end potential. Yeah.
Yeah, man, the apps are kind of whatever. I felt like they were better a little bit like years ago.
Uh-huh.
I think now they're kind of past its prime. And now you're just getting shitty people now.
Yeah.
Like, you're just getting people that are in it just to kind of. This is one thing that I look for. This is when I swipe left.
Yeah.
On it. When a woman says, I'm looking for a relationship on Tinder, I swipe left.
Which one's the good one?
Right is good, left is
because you're like, this is not.
Yeah. I believe left is like you don't like it, and right is what you like it.
Swipe right. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right's good, left's bad. So yeah, okay. So that's not, you don't want someone who, because that's not sincere.
No, well, it just comes off that you're gonna eliminate all possibilities that probably could be lead into a relationship. Like you're just eliminating any type of like subtleness and casualness that comes into it. Because listen, when I'm meeting a person, I'm not going into it like thinking this person's going to be the one for me. I'm going into it thinking like maybe like going into it like you have to kind of get to know someone a little bit,
Yeah.
I go as relaxed and as like the less expectations that I set forth for myself before I meet a person, the better I feel like the relationship's going to be.
Do you like dating?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I think that's different because I do think
I think
a lot of people go into it and they go,
I do like it.
I'm gonna vet all of these people.
I don't do it much.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I don't do it much at all.
I think there are people out there that enjoy it. So they enjoy the act of getting to know people. And then there's other people out there that are like, this better be the one.
I know.
You know, they're like, I haven't been on a date in 6 months because I've just rejected all these people on the apps. Like speaking about the apps, but like they kind of front load everything and they make it very, they put a lot of pressure on themselves.
I saw a girl not too long ago. She was like telling me that she's like, just to let you know, Chase, that listen, guys, if you're out there, if a girl tells you, if you meet her for the first time or second time and she tells you just to let you know, something's
going to happen. Yeah.
So she proceeds to tell me that her she's from a very wealthy family.
Oh.
She also proceeds to tell me that her family is very well known in the Irish mob.
Okay. It's probably not true, but all right.
Because usually people who are in those situations don't go out and tell people that their family's in the mob.
No.
Unless they have a crazy person in the family that will go out and say my family's in the
Anybody that says they're involved in something like that is not a real. Like if they say it like with like just so you know, we're pretty well connected in the mob. No, you're not. It's the people that are embarrassed about it being like, you're probably going to read some things about my family. And
you got the ass eating.
Some of them are true and some of them are not true. And you're like, that person is deeply connected to organized crime.
My dad got his ass eaten and it was on the Malden Observer.
Yeah. The Everett Gazette.
The Medford Mustang Journal Chronicles.
The Salem Caduceus. Those are
relax,
great.
Guys. Listen, if you guys are dating out there, getting to meet people, man, just be in the present. Don't set high expectations. Set certain boundaries, of course, but have some expectations, but don't go into it thinking like this person's gonna be the person. Like, people are fickle. People change. Experience people in the moment. Obviously, but pay attention to them. And just kind of just go with the flow with a certain kind of, just take care of yourself and protect yourself. I don't know what it is, but lately I've been getting a lot of people asking them to help them with their relationship. It's like
really,
people's been telling me to start doing like psychology podcasts.
That's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah,
because I don't even know words.
That's a gunshot for yourself. Well, yeah, I think there's too many guys out there being like, what women need? What women need to do is stop talking to other women.
We said that before.
But what people need to do? People need to stop talking to people. If they want something, stop talking about that with someone who doesn't already have the thing that you want.
Sure.
I would never ask someone that's not in a relationship for relationship advice.
I see. I'm in the middle on those type of comparisons.
Okay.
I won't rule out listening to someone who doesn't have the thing that I'm trying to get, because I feel like any information is something that you can take in. However, it depends on the source of who's giving that information to, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think any information is information you can take in regardless. It's about vetting the information.
Well, vetting the information, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you now.
To be like,
you
don't know how to invest in stocks. You don't even have a fucking an account set up. Why am I asking you about which stocks I should invest in? You know what I mean? Like,
right. I think when you're asking like questions in regards to those particular areas, those make sense because those are very, very tangible things, right? There's formulas to get those type of things.
Sure.
Right? I just don't think social constructs are that easy to understand.
Well, I don't know. I get what you're saying. I don't think it's about understanding. I think it's about taking vetted in. I think it's about like understanding from a space of experience.
Let me give you an example.
Sure.
Would you, if you were a single guy and not married, right, and you wanted dating advice from a guy, right? Who would you take? I'm gonna give you two different examples of guys. Would you take a advice from, let's say, a George Clooney, Or would you take advice from a Axl Rose?
Wow.
Is Axl Rose from that group that had that dating show, the one with the cowboy hat?
Axl Rose, he was in Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Those are very interesting choices. I would probably go with George Clooney. He's married.
Okay.
If that's what I'm looking for, here's
Both
the thing.
guys had plenty of women.
But you said dating advice.
I'm sure they've dated.
Okay. I try to understand holistically who has the better life. George Clooney's a billionaire that owns a coffee conglomerate, and the coffee's delicious. And he's handsome. I'm already sold.
Axl Rose has a cowboy hat and wears a bandana under it and cowboy boots.
Also a strong argument. I think for the sake of this example, probably Axl Rose.
Thank you.
But if anyone out there is looking for legitimate psychological advice, go to BetterHelp.com.
Because on the contrary, Mr. Clooney did not get married until later in his years.
Okay, so I think there's two things. I think there's dating, and then I think there's finding someone that you want to be in a long-term relationship with. Some people enjoy dating because they enjoy not
the flexibility
being
of not
monogamous. Committing? Yeah, being able to go around. And some people just like to have a partner that they can go every other week to go grab dinner with.
Yep.
Which I'm afraid if this would never happen. If my wife and I weren't together, I feel like I would just go. I wouldn't even have sex with these people. I would just go out to dinner with them.
Oh yeah, you were the type.
I just need someone to go and sit with me at dinner and listen to me talk.
Bro, you would be the you'd be like Hitch reversed.
Yeah.
You would set people up to fail. You would just go. You would actually. This is what you would do. I know. You would build up the date the whole week with the person. You'd pick the restaurant. You'd even you'd dress up for it. Like you'd work out before going to the date.
Sure.
I know guys like that.
Yeah.
They gear up for a date. They have a routine.
Yeah.
They come home from work from their 9 to 5. Right. They go chill out for a little bit. Then they work out for like an hour. Then they take a shower. Then they do push-ups and they put on like the little fitted t-shirt. Then they meet with the girl at the restaurant. But I feel like you would be like, no, just dinner's good. Dinner's enough. Yeah. You don't need to see my apartment just yet. You don't need to see my clean countertops just yet.
No.
Yep. You don't need to see the,
So there's different dates. There's different types of that. And I think you get, I think in life, I subscribe to the 33% rule.
Here we go.
The 33% rule is a third of the people in your life you should be looking up to. There's a third. So if you have, break it down.
I always love talking to dudes or people who are just like very numerical type of people that equate life to numbers.
It's just for the sake of this argument. I'm not like counting my friends, but I'm saying a third of my friends are people I look up to and go, man, you have something that I wish I had or that I'm trying to get.
You're trying to get, yeah.
Then the middle third are the people that are on my level where it's like, I have people that I can relate to and we can talk about things. And then there's the bottom third of like, hey, maybe I'm helping out with something, or maybe like it's a younger person and I'm mentoring them.
Thank you.
You're
Looking right at you.
So that you're fulfilling not only helping people out, but you're also kind of learning how to take those things that you learn to help out other people so that they can do the same for other people. And that's where I think a balanced approach to like understanding this shit is. But to our conversation, because I feel like I took us off, don't fucking talk to someone about something if they don't have it.
They don't have it.
Like Kanye West. Like, I'm not going to talk to people about...
Hey, this is not the right week to shit on my mans.
Thoughts?
You know what? You know what this week is? It's Black Friday.
Yeah, that's not black people Friday. That's not like black culture. It's just it's after.
Okay.
It doesn't have association with that. You knew that, right?
Black people make up about $1.2 trillion of spending costs in this world. I don't think that's the right number.
I don't think that's honestly. You saw me reaching for the.
I wanted to reach for the highest number.
So you think Black Friday is a holiday for black people to go and buy things online?
No. No. We wait until Cyber Monday. Because we're too lazy to go to the store.
Okay, so
we let white people go in the cold
yeah.
and just
Okay, yeah.
and then we wait Monday and we're just like we'll just
So
order.
It should be. It's really should be white Friday.
Well, I mean it kind of
Already is.
was for a little bit. Guys had a good run. We use Cyber Monday and we don't even like ship it to our house. We ship it to our white friend's house because it's a more safer porch.
That's funny. That's a bit. Ugh.
Speaking of things, dude, I'm so happy. I know you're happy about this because you were the first person to respond to it when I posted it yesterday.
Yeah,
you were the first person, and I was like, I know why Nicky's my guy because you were the first person. You see it right there.
I do. You know, the Orlando Magic, for those that don't know, go follow at Chase Abel at Instagram.com. He has an Orlando Magic starter. Now, the starter is the insulated winter starter, not because I had a casual, like, spring one that didn't have the hood. It was more of just like the starter crew sweatshirt that people would have, but it was like that material. This is the winter NBA Orlando Magic, which I do think for a starter, as far as, because like, let me ask you this. Even growing up in Boston, it's like Boston everything, right? Celtics, everything, all Boston.
Yeah.
Starter jackets were different.
They were different.
Starter jackets allowed you to wear other teams as part of your outfit. And I think the Orlando Magic, I think the Milwaukee Bucks,
Michigan Wolverines,
Seattle Supersonics.
Yep.
You know, I think those were some Knicks.
Yep.
They kind of go with your outfit. So you didn't have to always be wearing like the Boston, you know.
Yeah, because the Boston one was like a very bright green.
Yeah.
So necessarily didn't like kind of go with certain things.
You'd still rock Boston shit, but like when you're stepping out, like.
But just to kind of give you some history on this jacket though. So my mom went ahead and cleaned out the attic.
Oh.
And you know what happens when you clean out the attic?
Sure.
A whole bunch of stuff comes out.
Yeah.
She goes, "Hey, Abel, I have this jacket that I'm cleaning out. Do you want it?" And I was like, "What is it?" So she sent me a picture of it. It was my original starter jacket, Orlando Magic, when I was in the 7th grade.
Yeah.
That jacket right there was bought in 1994.
Wow.
That's almost 30 years that jacket's old. That's how old that jacket is. And my mom was like, well, and at first I was like, there's no way it's going to fit me. Because I was, but this is the thing. I forgot that I've been the same size since I was 10. I don't think I ever told you that.
That's wild.
I've been this height since I was 10 years old. Like I never had like a growth spurt, like past 12 years old.
So
I
it's
had
all
a
the same
fast growth
size.
spurt. And then they thought I was going to be like 6'8".
And then it just stopped.
It just,
Yeah.
kind of like my career.
Sure. Wow.
I don't know why I threw that in there.
Yeah, it's a great coat.
But this is the thing about my mom. This is when you have a true mom. I was like, "Mom, just give it to me. I'll wash it. I'll take it to the dry cleaner." She's like, "No." She's like, "First, it needs to be soaked for 24 hours in soap in a bathtub because it was in the attic."
Huh.
I was like, "See, this is what moms do. Moms know how to like do things that like we like men, we just don't know."
It's very interesting.
She's like, "We need to soak it because it was in the attic, so the stench of it needs to be soaked.
Oh, yeah.
It needs to be cleaned that way."
Sure.
And then she put it in the washer. And then she air dried it.
Moms know how to air dry. I don't know what it is. I feel like the last thing I tried to air dry
Moms know how to air
just
dry.
got like moldy and was still wet at the same time.
They just know stuff, man.
Yeah.
They know how to fold the right way. They know how to crease.
And that jacket reminds me of a mom. That's a gift that a mom would give to someone, give to their kid.
She did.
Yeah,
for
and
Christmas.
you lose your fucking mind.
That was the jacket.
Yeah.
I got that for Christmas.
Yeah.
When I was like, 14, 13?
That's
something
great.
Like that. Yeah. So, and then I found it, and then it's an extra large, and it fit. And I lost a bunch of weight, so it fits.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I'm very happy. I don't know, maybe something like this, I'll be honest with you, is the most happiest thing that I've been happy about recently, which is a jacket that's 30 years old.
Sure.
These are the things that make me happy. Like simple things like this now, Yeah, would I like other things? Of course. But these things are things you can't take with you. Now what I need to do is just get it signed by Penny and Shaquille O'Neal.
That's the thing. Silver marker on the back. Penny and Shaq.
Yep.
Or Nick Anderson.
Yep. Well, he lost just 2 free throws, so he could probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
Or Dennis Scott.
Yep.
Andrew DeClerc.
DeClerc. That was a name that's a throwback name.
God,
I'm sure we can go into this bag of NBA names, 90s NBA guys. I will not rest until I get a Rex Chapman jersey.
Wow.
Talk about white man can't jump. Not this guy.
Yeah. Rex was good.
Rex Chapman.
Yep. I like that stuff too. I don't
happy about that.
I've started collecting it though. I've started to go back in time to buy the shoes that I wanted. I don't really wear them, but I'll buy a pair of Jordans that I really, really wanted that my parents wouldn't get for me. And I'll just keep them.
My parents didn't buy me one pair of Jordans at all.
I got, see, here's the thing. I wasn't the rich kid that got every Jordan the day that it came out.
They bought me Jordache.
I had one pair, which we talked about in the last episode. I think they were the 12s.
Okay.
The red and white 12s.
Yep. Yeah,
and that was the only proper pair of Jordans that my parents got me. The rest were from Marshalls, and they were Team Jordans. Which, as you know, you don't show up to play in Team Jordans.
My dad used to, for a few years when we were kid, we went to Payless shoes.
Oh yeah.
And then we got the bootleg versions of the Shaquille O'Neal's Reeboks.
I had those too.
Yeah,
I had those too.
Yeah, they weren't even called the Shaqs. They were just called the Shahs.
Yeah.
It was
the same version. Logo except the guy's skinny.
It was just skinny. Yeah, you just making him feel like he's playing a lot bigger.
Yeah.
No, it's not the case. Yeah, you couldn't rock. See, that's the thing. Our era, our generation, you couldn't rock stuff that was you were afraid to rock fake shit because you would get make fun of,
Yeah, you couldn't wear. Well, you probably had because you. I feel like the city kids don't fuck around in school. You're gonna get absolutely shit on from the moment you're on the bus to the moment it drops you off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Andover was a little different. They were a little softer.
They
were a little softer.
Because your parents were on the bus with you.
Yeah.
That's why.
Did I ever tell you the time my mom flipped out on someone in the bus?
First of all, I need to hear it. Why didn't you lead that in first?
So
sorry about the ass.
I think it was
first.
I think it was 4th grade.
First of all, before we even get into the story, Nick, I like to appreciate the fact that you said that because there's nothing like a mom chewing out someone on the bus saving their kid's story.
Yeah.
Proceed. So
my mom is from North Cambridge. And the reason I say North Cambridge is because
coin.
She was, when someone says North Cambridge, they're not referring to North Cambridge in 2005. They're referring to North Cambridge in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Yeah. When Patrick Ewing played at Cambridge Ringe Latin.
When Patrick Ewing played at Cambridge Ringe Latin, and when Ringe was before it was Cambridge, before it was just Ringe. Ringe and Latin.
There's a great joke that Tony V has that I always love, and he rarely says it now, if that he doesn't say it at all, because he was a Charlestown guy, but Lenny Clark was a Cambridge guy. But he always he always had this joke about how his friends were white from Charlestown, and they would go to Cambridge, and they the black kids would come off the bus, and then his friend would be like, "Oh God, here we go. Here's these Martin Luthers coming off the bus."
So fucked. It's so fucked.
Accurate to a degree. They're all fans of Martin Luther.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
There certainly are. I mean, I don't think there's anyone there that was not a fan, including some of the white kids.
Oh, the fact that he said, "Look at the Martin Luthers coming off the bus." Oh, I love comedy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I took the bus even through high school. My parents made me take the bus.
No, I didn't. Never did.
Yeah, they made me take the bus. And I didn't always live in Andover, so I moved around quite a bit, but I was mostly in like the Cambridge, Arlington area. And in elementary school, I was taking the bus, and I was always a bigger kid, taller, but I was not aggressive. I was never actually ever in my life really one of those. There's just fucking aggressive kids where it's just like,
oh yeah, I know,
they're pawing at you, and it's like
just a very,
it's just aggressive, yeah. And so I was just like hanging out, and this kid would just, I think his name was like Matt something, and he would just fucking, those kids that, when they just like, they'll flick the back of your head, then it graduates to like, they mush you. Mm-hmm. So this kid just started mushing me, and like, he basically took my head and slammed it on the floor of the bus. So like, picture the seat in front of you, and you take someone's head and you push it down on the bus. So I turned around just to respond and kicked the front of his teeth out because I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, this kid's going to jump on top of me. So my legs were kind of flailing, and I kicked like his 4 front teeth out.
Like a giraffe.
Yeah. Like I wish I could say that I punched his teeth out. Like I was like, this big, strong, but I was just uncoordinated.
Yeah.
And I was wearing Payless work boots.
Well, that would do it.
You know the work boots?
I know.
That they want to be Tim's, but they're not. They're not.
Yeah, the PBXs. Extra sole.
Yeah. Extra. They look like cleats. They look like if you turn a Timberland into a cleat, that's what this was.
Yeah. Not Gore-Tex or Tex.
Yeah. No, they're just like cloth.
They're just.
So that whole fiasco happened, and I got kicked off the bus. And then my mom was not
happy
fucking around.
Because she's like, listen, because parents will, at those days, parents, when it came to the bus thing, if you got kicked off the bus, they had, like, my parents had no money to like drive. So they were like, oh, you getting kicked off the bus?
My mom just didn't have patience.
I can't drive you.
Yeah. She was like, I am not driving you to fucking school ever. She doesn't talk like me because she knows who she is and she's proud of her identity, unlike me. She's like, I'm not fucking driving you to school every day. So we're going to march your little ass back on that bus. She brings me on the bus and tells the bus driver, this is what happened. And if it fucking happens again, I'm going to kick your teeth out. And then as she was coming down on the other side, found the kid that was on the bus and flipped him off.
Nice.
And I just wasn't kicked off the bus anymore.
Oh, wasn't that?
She like called the school and was like, this kid is physically harassing my son.
Yeah.
This is fucking bullshit. And if you want to deal with the bigger issue, then kick him off. If you don't, then just let him back on the bus. And I just was.
That's it.
They're like, all right, fine.
There was no student board meeting. There was no. There wasn't like a voting system. There wasn't a town hall meeting about it. It was just like, hey, she called. This is the issue. This is not going to happen again. They agreed because they don't want no hot. They don't want like a fire Sicilian woman coming down there.
And they heard the things that people would say back then. The things that my mom would say. She called him a son of a bitch, a little son of a bitch bastard. All one word. You little son of a bitch bastard. I'm going to take those little hands of yours and shove them up your ass. Done. It's done. You're let back on the bus now.
Yeah, those words meant a lot back in the days.
Because she was going to do that.
Yeah.
There wasn't an empty threat.
Well, I'm glad you made it out, bro.
And most kids are like embarrassed that their mom would do something like that.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, I don't know what to tell. Because all the kids were like, that's really fucked up. We're in 4th grade. They weren't, but they were like, that's really fucked up. What happened? You kicked that kid's teeth out.
Yeah.
And your mom came on the bus and threatened everyone. I was like, well, you kept your hands to yourself. I don't know what to tell you.
I had a lot of support when I was in like the 4th grade too. I remember like my teacher, Mrs. Ray, I know she was in my corner because she showed Nelson Mandela getting out of jail and she had me sit next to her. Like I knew I was in a safe space. I grew up a little different, but you know, she definitely made me safe. Mrs. Ray, shout out to Mrs. Ray. You know, she was like, "Listen, your skin is beautiful. Your skin is fantastic."
Mrs. Ray, God bless Mrs. Ray.
Oh, she was the best, dude. She actually was the first person that made me think about made me confident in my own skin.
That's good.
Because she, you know, she was a very she was an older, kind of liberal, very, you know, hippie type of teacher who seen it, you know, it's been through the 70s, the 60s, the 70s, 80s. She's been through it all. So she was like, "Oh, this is a black kid that's in the only black kid that's in the class."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Hey, you know," and then she was like, we're gonna imagine this, dude, being in the 4th grade and your 4th grade teacher puts on Nelson Mandela getting out of jail after serving 27 years of apartheid.
Did she make you sit in the front?
She did.
Okay. All right.
She did.
Well, shout out to her.
I'm dedicating my first comedy special to Mrs. Ray. Hey, listen, real quick.
Mrs. Nelson Mandela Ray.
Thanksgiving.
Philly Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yep.
A little paisan Italiano.
Not really. It's my wife's side of the family.
All right, so more like niet.
No. They're not that Russian.
I don't know why.
I know you want her to be Russian. She's normal. It's all Irish. Not this. No, she's normal. She's just regular, which in Boston means she's just Irish and Italian.
Okay.
Irish, Italian, Russian.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Gonna stick around here.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably go to my parents' house.
Okay.
You know, stop by there for a little bit. Go to another friend's house, whose mom makes an excellent. I can't miss it. She makes a mac and cheese, a buffalo mac and cheese.
Ooh. Top 3. We're gonna do it very quick. Top 3 foods
for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Buffalo mac and cheese.
Bingo.
Obviously, dark turkey meat. I don't like white turkey. I like dark.
Same.
You know, pause.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mac and cheese, dark turkey. And honestly, I'll be quite honest with you. I'm a sucker for stuffing. Some fresh hot stuffing.
I like good stuffing. Yeah.
I like good stuffing.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm pretty simple when it comes to the Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
Now you want to talk about desserts. Now we're getting somewhere.
Apple pie or lemon meringue.
Nope, neither. New fan after this weekend. Pecan pie. I had my first pecan pie over the weekend. Never will go back to apple pie.
No.
15 minutes in the oven, crusty.
I'll do a key lime pie. I'll do a key lime pie. Or a fresh apple pie with vanilla bean ice cream. And follow me at Nicky Neighborhoods on Instagram.
You heard him. You goddamn heard him. Well, first of all, you know, before we even get going with this, it's 2022. Thanksgiving is around the corner. And then, I just want to say, obviously, if everyone have a great Thanksgiving, give thanks to the people that you appreciate. Make sure you do that. It's important. I'd like to say thank you to Nikki Beacon Street Studios as well for this year. The Finishing Year Strong podcast is going pretty good. So I want to say thank you to you as well. I don't have a key lime pie, but
you're welcome.
You gave me an idea though. And that's it. Just follow me at have a great weekend, have a great Thanksgiving, have a great Black Friday. Follow me at Chase Abel, ChasceAbel. I have a TikTok, Chase Abel _comedian, and YouTube, Chase Abel, Cut to the Chase podcast. Thank you very much. Nikki, what you got?
Like, follow, subscribe, check it out at Nicky Neighborhoods. I'm going to repost your clips and other things that we might have through the Nicky Neighborhoods IG.
All right, guys, have a great week. Peace.